Hello everyone, my name is Disha and this is the lecture second of this graphic design journey. In the first lecture, we got to learn that what is graphic design, what are the types of graphic design and everything. We discovered a lot of things in the lecture first, and in this lecture, to start your journey of the graphic design, one must have a laptop or a PC, right? So in this video, we'll also discover what is better to have a laptop or a PC and what are the things you need to keep in mind while purchasing a laptop or a PC. Okay, so while purchasing a laptop or a PC, there are four things that you need to keep in mind: that your laptop or PC should have a good RAM, storage, the processor, as well as the graphic card. So first we'll talk about the RAM. Minimum 8 GB of RAM is required to start your graphic design journey with. Means if you are starting any software to work on, minimum 8 GB RAM is required. If you are going above 8 GB, then it would be even better. If you go for 16 GB or 32 GB, or if you are purchasing any laptop that says you can extend it, then it's better. Then we'll talk about the processor. So for the processor, the Intel 5, you can start with the Intel 5 6th generation or 7th generation, not below the 6th generation. And if you are looking for the Ryzen, then Ryzen 5, you can start with the Ryzen 5. And personally, I have worked on Ryzen 7, so it would even better if you go for the Ryzen 7. It works magical for the graphic design. Then if you are looking for any MacBook or anything, Apple M1, M2, M2 series, M1, M2 and M3, this series would even be better. Then we'll talk about the graphic card. So in starting, the graphic card is not as necessary as it looks, but once you start installing the software, like now you have installed the Photoshop or Illustrator, you will move to other tools as well, other software as well, then your PC or laptop might start lagging. So if you are starting, then you can go for the 4 to 8 GB processor, the graphic card. It would work better. Then we'll talk about the SSD. 256 is the minimum, and if it is expendable, then you can go for the 512 or 1 TB. That would even be better for the smooth performance of the laptop or the PC. Hard drive, you can take the hard drive of 1 TB. That would be even better, means you can store more work of yours. So these are the basic things that you need to keep in mind. Other than it, many people ask what is better, to have a laptop or to have a PC. So the thing is, laptop is portable. You can easily, if you are a student or if you are somewhere who is living away from the home, so you can easily take your laptop in a bag and you can move anyway, right? So it is portable, it is compact. You don't have to carry extra laptop or extra mouse or extra CPU, don't have to carry, and you can take it anywhere you want. So laptop has that benefit, but the PC is more powerful as compared to the laptop, because we can do any changes into the PC. If we want to expand the SSD storage, we can upgrade our PC as much as we want. We can upgrade the PC to, like we can update the software in the PC, but in the laptop there is less upgradability option. We cannot upgrade a laptop to a certain extent. That is why people recommend more the PC as compared to the laptop. But PC has a what do we say, a con, that you have to take it at a place. You cannot move it here and there, because if you move again and again here and there, it might lose its it can be defective to somewhere or something. It is not as compact as a laptop. It is not easy to carry as a laptop, right? So both have the benefit as the pros and the cons. So it is your call to decide what is better, to have a laptop or a PC. I have worked on both, so my preference is PC, because I have worked much more on PC than a laptop. Then we'll move to other things as well, like what are the software that we use in the graphic design. We have a lot of software to work on in graphic design. We use Photoshop, we use Illustrator, we use InDesign, Corel. many thing. We'll discuss everything about we'll discuss every software in this video. Okay. So the first software that we use for the graphic design is Photoshop. Now what is the use of Photoshop? Well, Photoshop is a raster graphics software. It is a raster based software. It is used for the photo editing. It is used for digital painting, used for mockup. Every other ad you see on your mobile is mostly is designed by the Photoshop. It is mostly used for the digital, for creating digital banner. Photoshop again is also used for photo manipulation. Like you see, there are two or three or four photo merged together and it looks one. So everything that is done in Photoshop only. It is again used for the web graphic and everything. So these are the uses of Photoshop. Every other graphic designer uses Photoshop, knows Photoshop, and it is again the basic. If you are starting the graphic design, you should have the knowledge of Photoshop. It is a raster based software, so I will also let you know what is the raster or vector based software. So the another software that we have in the graphic design is we have Illustrator. Same like the Photoshop was a raster based software, so Illustrator is a vector based software. Illustrator is used to create logos. You might have seen logos of famous brand like FedEx and the logo of Google and everything. Every other logo, mostly logos are designed in Illustrator only. It is a industry standard. Same, the Photoshop was industry standard, and the Illustrator is also a industry standard to create print design. Okay, then we have other software also. What is the use of Illustrator? Let me tell you first. So Illustrator is used for creating logos, creating icons, creating typography, the branding asset, and it is also used for illustrations. You might have seen Illustrator, many trending illustrations on Instagram, on Facebook, or or the YouTube also. So all is done by the Illustrator only, right? Then we have other software which is called Corel Draw. Corel Draw is again a vector graphic editor. It also supports the raster graphic, means it supports both the Photoshop as well as the Illustrator. So what is the uses of Corel Draw? Well, Corel Draw, I would say, is the most used software. Every other local shop you see of the photo editor, or every other shop you see who design packaging, who design wedding card, who design invitation card, they use Corel Draw for their designing purpose. It is used for signage, it is used for logos, it is used for packaging, it is used to create layout in large format print. The flex board you see, the banners you see, everything is created in Corel Draw. It can also be created in Illustrator, but on local level, on the ground level, many people use the Corel Draw. It can create multi-page layout, it can create like preview front and everything. So the strength, I would say, of the Corel Draw is it is excellent for the print production, for the signage, and it has a good layout control as we compare it with the Illustrator. It is again ideal for the print designer, large format print shops. Like we have many seen printing shops, so all are using the Corel Draw. Then we have the another software we have is InDesign. Now what is the use of InDesign? InDesign is used to create page layout. It is used to create publishing software. Means we can create any PDF in InDesign, we can create magazine, we can create brochure, means we can create anything that has a large amount of text quantity, right? So Adobe InDesign is used for this layout and publishing. Then what are the key feature, I would say, of the Adobe InDesign? Then Adobe InDesign is again is used for a higher text format. It is good. It has templates, layout across pages. Then we can style anything in the InDesign as compared to other software, and we can create many PDF. It can include buttons, and it is top tier publishing and layout software. InDesign is top tier publishing and layout software. Every other designer also uses the InDesign. Then other software we have is Canva is popular nowadays a lot. Canva is actually not an industry standard, but people have made it look like a industry standard, and it also is, it is like people are comparing it with Photoshop, and again Canva is magical. It, you don't have to put so much effort. Without putting lot effort, you can create a beautiful design. It again, Canva is a online design tool. You don't need to take a separate subscription. Means you have to take the subscription of Canva Pro to have a maximum benefit, but it is again free tool also. So you can do the basic edit, and you can create the basic edit using Canva. You can just log in on Google. You can search for Canva, and you can just log in on Google, and you can have have created your account, and you can start working on Canva. Canva is used to create social media graphic, flyer, poster. Many people create YouTube thumbnail also from the Canva. Many people create reel covers again from Canva. Many people again create wedding invitation. I've seen many people creating wedding animation using Canva only. It has a lot of PNGs, it has a lot of design shapes, and it has a lot of templates also. Canva has a lot of template. Best use of Canva is there is no design experience required. You just have to do a little bit of search, and you can create any design out of it. Unlike the Photoshop or Illustrator or any design tool, you have to learn the tool first, then you move to designing. But for Canva, you can just explore it, and you can start your designing. You just need to simple movement or transition created. It is extremely friendly, I would say. Then other we have is Figma. Figma is again an online design tool similar to the Canva. Like we just need to click on search on Google for Canva, and we can log in on Canva. Similarly, we just need to search on Google for Figma, and we can start working on Figma. For Figma, we it is similar to the what do we say, the Photoshop. We need to learn some tool, and we can start using the Figma. It has the design, it has, we can create UI UX design, we can create a user interface by using Canva. There are many what do we say, there are many things which are available in free in Canva. If you are starting to design on Canva, if you want to create a basic layout on Canva, you can create it for free. You don't need to pay for it. But if you are looking for a pro, then again it has a subscription. You can simply search for it, and you can purchase it. So what is the use of Figma? Figma is again a industry standard software. It is used to create the web the user interface and user experience design. Everything we see, the application, any app we search, mostly are designed on Figma. Mostly the websites are designed on Figma only. So that is the use of Figma, to create user interfaces. Then we'll move to other tool. We have similar tool in Adobe also, similar to the Figma. It is Adobe XD. Adobe XD is again a standard, industry standard, but people are using Figma more as compared to the Adobe XD. Adobe XD is also used to create the user interface. Okay, then we'll move to other tool. This comes under the motion graphic. Currently we are learning the graphic design. So graphic design, there is a part of graphic design which is called motion graphic. Motion graphic means the design which has some motion in it. So motion design software, one is Adobe Premiere Pro. It is used for the video editing. Every editor you see, be it creating an Instagram reel or be it creating the movies, every editor uses Adobe Premiere Pro. It is used for creating video across YouTube content, Instagram, production, commercials. You see, everything is edited in Adobe Premiere Pro. It is timeline based editing software. You can add multiple track on it. You can add the sound, the footage, you can reduce the noise. Everything is done in Canva. You can also the Premiere Pro. You can also do the, what do we say, color correction. Suppose a video is dull and you can color correct it using the Adobe Premiere Pro by learning it. And it is again industry standard used for professional video editor. It has means it is very precise to use the Adobe Premiere Pro. Then another software in the motion graphic is After Effects. It is the most wonderful software you can learn. After Effects is the most wonderful software. It is used for creating motion graphic and VFX. It is used for creating animation, visual effect, title sequence, motion graphic. Everything is done under the After Effects. Mostly movies, you see the VFX, the green screen, everything is done in the After Effects. It is again, it can animate any property. It can automate animation using codes. You can drag your Premiere Pro file into the After Effects. You can drag your Photoshop file into the After Effects and you can animate them. It is also a VFX tool, so you can use it green screen for tracking, for rotoscoping. Means once you will learn the After Effects, you will eventually get to know about these words more, but I'm just telling you in simple way that this is the use of After Effects, that you can create any kind of animation in it. You can create any kind of a video editing. Okay, it is ideal tool for motion graphic designer, animator, VFX artist, as well as the YouTuber. So I've told you about the tools that are used majorly for the graphic design. In the starting of the video, in the starting of the tool, I have told you that Photoshop is a raster based software and Illustrator is a vector based software. So what is the difference between raster software and vector? So raster based software are made up of pixel. A lot of pixels are created, means very tiny pixel create one picture. But if we scale those rasters, suppose I am taking any screenshot, okay, and I am that screenshot is of 100%. But if I'm stretching to like 200% or 300%, it will loses its quality. Means the picture would look blur and it would not look good at all. But in the Illustrator, if we do same thing in the Illustrator, suppose we have created any file in the Illustrator and I am scaling it to like 100%, 200%, 500%, it would never lose its quality, because the Illustrator is a vector based software and the Photoshop is a raster based software. So we can remember one thing: Photoshop file can lose its quality once it is scaled more than the 100%, but the Illustrator file would never lose its quality. So the Photoshop is a lossy format, and the what do we say, the Illustrator is a non-lossy property. Okay, so this is the difference between vector based software and the raster based software. So since we have discussed about all the software, like what are the uses of this and that software, Photoshop, Illustrator and everything, let's move to other thing, like how we can download these software. Okay, how we can download these software in the PC. So every software that I mentioned is of Adobe. Mostly software that I've mentioned is of Adobe, so we can download it from Adobe Creative Cloud. I've just from the Adobe website, I will just search for the Adobe. Here I am searching for the Adobe and I will search for the prices, view our plans and pricing. Here we can see the plan and pricing of the Adobe software. See, we are able to see all the software. It is Adobe Express. It is again one of the nicest software. We can generate an image or anything, or we can what do we say, we can design anything in the Adobe Express. This is the Photoshop I was talking about, and Premiere, Illustrator. we will click on view all product. Let's view all the product. Then we have the amount here. We can see the amount of Adobe Acrobat Pro. It is used. When we go on the Adobe site, we can also see why these software are used. We can see Adobe Acrobat Pro is used to create, edit, sign and manage your PDF, right? And this Photoshop to edit, compose it and create beautiful images, graphic, art on desktop, we have already studied about. So the amount is 733 rupees. Amount you need to pay for the per month inclusive of GST is 733 rupees per month. We can just click on see all the plans. See, here is all the plan. We can see 733 per month for the Photoshop. And if we want to purchase all the Creative Cloud subscription, Creative Cloud includes every software like Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, Firefly and everything we can use in this subscription. Means 1915 rupees per month is the annual billing. We can purchase every software in this amount. Or if you want to purchase only Photoshop, or if you want to purchase only Illustrator, if you want to purchase only Premiere, so we can have we can see the pricing and we can just click on buy now. Or for free trial also, it gives you the 1 week free trial. You can take the 1 week free trial, then you can pay later for it. Okay, so these all the pricing you can see. You can buy it from here and you can start using. Otherwise there are software available in the market which are called cracked version. I do not recommend purchasing anyone the cracked version because it has the cons also. It lags a lot. Your file will not be saved and automatically the window will close. So that happens in the cracked version. You can search for the cracked version if you want to purchase. That is totally your choice, but I would recommend if you want to purchase the Photoshop or Illustrator or any software of the Adobe, so it costed you this much of amount, you can purchase from the site of Adobe. For the Figma, I've mentioned Figma. You just need to search Figma here and you will find this Figma design. Okay, and you can just click on get started for free. Every basic editing you can do, every basic design, every basic layout or anything you can create is for free. And if you want to purchase it like for the commercial use, you can purchase it. Okay, I'm just searching for the pricing. Here is the pricing option. See, for free you can select the plan, and for pricing it is for collab seat $3 per month, 12 for professional, organization and enterprises also. Here we have all the prices. You can just look into it and you can select the plan and start using. For Canva, I'm searching for the Canva also. I've told you about the Canva. So for Canva also you can start designing for free, and if you want to purchase the plan, means basic editing and basic things are free, but for pro, if you want to purchase, here is the pricing. See prices. We'll click on see prices and let's see what is the pricing. See, 4,000 rupees 12 months, and means for 1 year you need to pay 4,000 rupees. It is also a good plan. Means Canva Pro feature included everything, like you can remove background, you can use the Pro template by purchasing Canva Pro. So these all are the prices of the software, and if you want to purchase cracked version, it is up to you, but I would again recommend you to have a paid version. It will help you to work on the software smoothly. It will not lag and it will give you more benefits as well. So in this video we got to know what all are the software that we majorly use for the graphic design, like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, After Effects and Figma, Adobe, etc. We also got to know the difference between raster based software, which is Photoshop, and vector based software, which is like Illustrator. We know the difference now. We also know how to download the software, how to buy the plan from Adobe's website, be it of Photoshop or Adobe Creative Cloud, whichever software you want to download, like Illustrator, Illustrator, InDesign, or anything you want to download, you can download directly from the Adobe's website. And we also know about the Figma, like we can either use it directly on Google, we can search for Figma and we can use it, and we can again search for Canva and we can use Canva if we want to purchase the plan. So they have the plans on their website, we can purchase it from there again. And now we'll move to other thing, like if we want to start our graphic design classes, so we have to be particular about a software, right? We'll start with one software, then we'll move to others as well. So in this graphic design course, we are starting with Photoshop. We'll start from the scratch, like we will discuss every tool, and by the end of this class, by the end of this graphic design course, you will be able to master the Photoshop. You will be able to create a design, be it of social media, be it of like a digital banner. You will be able to create those designs by your own, by learning, by following this graphic design class. So that is all for the today's video, today's lecture. In the lecture 2, we have discussed everything about the graphic design and the tools and the downloading part. We'll move to other part as well in the next lecture. So that is all for this lecture. Thank you so much for watching.